everyone, Mango7Roll here. How we doing today? Welcome to another episode of Epic 7, and I just want to let you guys know that you're watching the biggest brain ever in Epic 7. I am a genius. So I told myself that I wasn't going to be crafting anything because I thought the prices were ridiculous, and it just always kind of made me a little sad anytime I crafted. Said, you know what? Just screw it. Just screw everything. I'm not going to spend gold anymore. I'm not going to craft. I'm not going to do anything. So because of that, I ended up with quite a few conversion chests. I have 9 conversion chests, and I have all of these conversion pieces right now. But I haven't been able to do them because I haven't been crafting. I've got 36 million gold. I think the most gold I've ever had. And if we take a look at our steeple here, I don't have too many materials because, or the crafting thing. I don't have too many materials because I haven't been farming dungeons too much. But I've got my fair share of stuff to craft right now. Not a ton, but enough. Enough to drain me of 37 million gold anyway. That is until the 20th of February. We're going to be getting a cost to craft equipment by 40% reduction. So everything, if we look, maybe they'll see it here. I haven't actually read this. I just saw that. I just saw the headlines and I was super excited. So cost reduced by 40%. The cost may be lower in your game depending on the improvements made by each heir in the sanctuary. So we can see that what cost 70,000 before it will now cost 42,000, and what cost 91,000 before it now costs 54.6k. So I have saved myself, I don't even know how much money. I would say I've saved myself, you know, maybe, let me do some math here. Approximately 40%. Gold approximately is what I've saved by not crafting in the last like 3 months or so. Pretty much since conversions came out, I just stopped crafting. So that's exciting for me, and I knew they were going to do something. I wasn't sure if what they were going to do was one, maybe add a I level 90 stuff or something like that, or if they were going to do something in this realm. But either way, I'm glad I kind of stuck to my guns here because I just wasn't feeling it, you know. And number 2, we've got our update content for today. We're going to be seeing Basar's Epic Pass. I do love his skin, and I'll probably use him for the first time. I honestly have not used Basar, even though he's Matthew Mercer, even though I love his kit, even though I loved his character since day one. I just haven't used him. Same with Charles that I got recently, just because I see him so much. It just wasn't exciting for me. And also my speed gear sucks, so I can't get a fast Basar. I would bet a lot of the people watching this video, if you think my account is in quotes better than yours, I would say there's a good chance you have higher speed Basar than me, which is a lot of times what matters at endgame PvP. So pretty interesting to think about that. We're also getting the Epic Pass with the Basar skin by the looks of it. Let's see what they're adding. Again, I haven't read this yet. Players can use, yeah, nobody's doing that. So 1800 Skystones, they didn't block it by pain or anything, which is exciting. So they're going to unlock a sophisticated Magnite skin, which is exciting. All the rewards here, I'm sure by the time this video is out, there's going to be somebody telling us if they ripped us off again on these pack thingies here, but I'll be getting it for sure anyway, just for the skin. The skin I think is fantastic. I love the hair. I pretty much love everything about this skin. It's just wonderful. Yeah, it's just wonderful. Just wonderful. And then the skin shop here, we're getting Lidica in the skin shop for 60 whatever those tickets are. I'm not sure how many we have now if we bought Cecilia. But at least they made us feel better. Those of us who bought Cecilia, at least they made us feel better. God, that skin is fantastic, by the way. Just that, when she does the lovey thing, that's just fantastic with that skin. Oh, I want to watch it again. Oh yeah, there's some jiggle physics there too. Don't worry, there's some jiggle physics. Are those there in the regular one? I never noticed it if there is, but there's definite jiggle physics. So we have Basar and Abyssal Crown. We kind of knew this was coming. We have So the Roses May Bloom side story. This is a rerun of last year, but it will fortunately be a new Valentine's event a week or two from now. I forget when they said it's going to be. Maybe like the 20th. I'm just throwing numbers out of my head, but it will be sometime in the future. This is one of the best events we've ever had, if not the best event. So I would really recommend reading the story, playing it through, and kind of enjoying it because I really loved this. Also, Jenna is a goddess. Jenna is the reason I built Jenna is basically this art right here. As soon as I saw this art, I built her because I just fell in love with her hair. Just everything about her. Definitely not her boobs. That is not why I fell in love with her. But I'm just so like, as soon as I saw this, she was on my list to 6-star. So this is one of the most unique stories we've ever done. Definitely do this. There's going to be some gear as well. I kind of want to see if they're giving us updated gear or if we're going to get the same ones as before. Let's see here. Oh, Powder of Knowledge. Powder of Knowledge. They're not even showing you the gear. Wait. So like every side story we ever have, they list every single piece of everything we ever get. But it doesn't look like they're showing that for this one. So I'm kind of interested to see why. But for this Powder of Knowledge section, Time Matter, Iron Fan, Durandal, and Justice for All, So I don't really think any of these are worth buying. Possibly Durandal, if anything. But definitely not the top two, and I would probably say not Justice for All either, unless you're an idiot like me. If you're a big old doofus, you really want to use Justice for All in your Kick Rat. But there is Tagael's Ancient Book, and I see a lot of people talking about possibly buying one of these, even though they already have one at 30, and I just can't see myself doing... I can't see myself doing that because, you know, we're going to summon them eventually. It's not a huge deal unless it makes or breaks your PvP or RTA. So... Oh, good. So we're going to see Bittersweet Dessert Festival. Erland is hosting a festival after the end of the war in Cydonia. Okay, that's exciting. I'm really excited to see the preview. Or is this the preview? I think this is just the preview, but anytime we see Elena in there, wow, she's really thin, eh? Like, she is really thin, comparatively to a lot of other people. Oh, it's such great art. I love this art. We need to see more of this. We've got, like, the 6 different guys who all look the same. We've got, like, Megumin there. We've got Jenna. We've got Crozet and Crozet fighting over Jenna. Makes sense. Okay, and then we have this one as well. We have Guild Wars Season 2 delay and preview. I haven't read this one yet. This is dev notes, which is pretty cool. Let's read this together. As of December 19th, Season 1 of Guild Wars has concluded. We thank all of our heirs all around the world for enthusiastically participating in Guild Wars. Please, for the love of whatever, mention the ridiculousness that is the zero, the fleet strategy. I think it was fleet. I don't really pay attention to the top guilds, but the strategy where you don't have people in the strongholds. I hope they mention that. Preseason. Yeah, this is just more preseason. Does anybody actually care? Just pure curiosity here. It seems like every time we have something PvP or World Boss or Guild War or anything, they put it in some sort of preseason first. That feels just like Season 1 to me. Does anybody actually legitimately care about this? Like, do you... Like, I don't even really know what separates the different seasons for a lot of these outside of the PvP gear we got in the shop. So for me, it seems kind of weird to have, like, pre-season World Boss and pre-season Guild War because it feels like the only thing it does is reset our points down to 0. And then make us get less mystics for a bit. Maybe that's kind of why it is a pre-season, because it doesn't lead to anything. I'm really interested to hear what you feel, but every time I see them say pre-season in Epic 7, I just kind of like roll my eyes a little bit because I feel like it doesn't mean anything to me. So, draw mechanic is cool. Our heirs have encountered certain situations where the defensive team or the offensive team has to yield the battle because one player could not defeat the battle. Draws. Oh yeah, draws are important. I personally feel like let me read to see what they're going to give first. So 2 wins, 1 win, 1 draw is a victory. 1 win, 1 defeat, 2 draws. The draw. 1 draw, 1 defeat, 2 defeats. Defeat? I don't understand. Results? I don't really understand. Maybe we'll see it. I understand how draws work, but just how they're laying it out, to me, doesn't make sense. Oh, okay. I see what they're saying. So either 2 wins, so you go 2-0, or 1 win, 1 draw is a victory. 1 win, 1 defeat is a draw, or 2 draws is a draw. 1 draw, 1 defeat, or 2 defeats is a defeat. That makes sense, reading it this way. That does make sense. So that was cool. I would love to see, again, in previous games I've played that have had similar forms of Guild Wars as this, they did have draw scenarios, and it definitely felt like it made the game better for drawing, so that's exciting. Battle MVP, this is what I want to read about. So the current Havoc system, since it only takes into account the result from 2 offensive battles, is not comprehensive in that it does not include the other efforts such as defensive battles. Therefore, the Havoc system that is currently in place will be used in order to determine the winning guild only. And a new war contribution system is under review so that it takes into account both offensive contributions as well as defensive. The criteria for claiming war contributions will be divided into 2 categories. Results from offensive battles where our heirs attacked an opponent's buildings. Results from defensive battles where our heirs protected their designated building. For offensive battles, our heirs will claim more war contributions as they attack buildings in the following order: stronghold, defense tower, and other buildings. For defense battles, the amount of war contribution will vary according to the building the member is assigned to. The member who claimed the most will be the MVP and will be given better rewards. Okay, that's cool. I like how it gives somebody like the individual motivation to just perform a little better, you know, for that odd chance you see your defense popping off, get that MVP. That's what it's saying, right? I do like that. And besides, you guys will see that every Guild War, it'll just be Mango as the MVP because I obviously carry the guild. So that's pretty exciting. It just means more rewards for me, right? So that's cool. Oh my god, are they gonna... Oh, thank you. They're going to allow us strategical decisions and communications. That's cool. It looks like it's just tactics, though. Another alternative that other games that are similar to this... By the way, before anybody starts being angry in the comment, anytime I mention my guild sucking, I'm memeing. Just so you know, I know there's people who will always tell me that, like, he still thinks he's better than his guild. Look how bad he does in Guild War. I am memeing, okay? Understand. I understand. I'm not going to be the MVP every Guild War. But anyways, I'm glad they're doing this. This lets us show who we should attack. But what I really want to see is targeting systems. So, like, be able to target specific towers or something like that. So improvements to matching system, that would be really nice. Team assignment change reflected immediately. Okay, this would be cool too. Battle records display. Oh, that's too bad. I thought it was gonna say replays, but this is cool too. They're gonna allow us to better discern how people are doing, because right now it's really hard. If you really want to go ham and look at stuff like that, you can have somebody record everything, but that just takes so much time. Okay, so okay, so that's pretty cool. These are all pretty cool things, and I'm pretty happy about them. So cool. To reiterate, 40% reduction in crafting cost. Guild War getting some changes here and there that are positive. Still missing the #1 thing I want to see in Guild War, which are replays. I think that is by far the most valuable thing you can add to Guild Wars for learning, for hilarity, for watching people fail, for showing you how bad your units did. Number one thing we need in this game for Guild Wars is a replay feature IMO, and also Basar, Valentine's, and some other stuff. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I feel super excited for this, and we will be streaming probably tomorrow if you want to check it out. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe as always, and if you don't, you're gonna miss your next 99% crit like I always do. And have a wonderful day. Bye everybody.